Hey, we're Acoustic Minds, and you're watching PDX Spotlight.
I was thinking you and I are like the perfect storm, but now I'm thinking these arms could never keep you warm. Sometimes it's like a lost cause when you're telling me that nothing's wrong. See, I'm undecided. Think it's best if we remain silent. Past life, I can't control the ways you're gonna mess with me. It's time to make it right, but I keep fighting with my own sanity. So hold me till it feels right, like I'm on top of the world. It's like a vivid dream, cause I know it's a windy road, but you know what, I'd never trade it in. And oh, you're like my saving grace, ready to take the fall, even after the mistakes are made. And I don't have to change my ways, let that music play. You catch me right before I fall, and I will be the lucky one, even when it's said and done. Oh, I have to say, you're my saving grace, you're my saving grace. I was thinking you and I were like the perfect storm, perfect storm, perfect storm. But now I'm thinking these arms can never keep you warm. Sometimes it's like a lost cause when you're telling me that nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong, nothing's wrong. See, I'm undecided. Think it's best if we remain silent, cause you owe me like a past life. I can't control the ways you're gonna mess with me. It's time to make it right, but I keep fighting with my own sanity. So hold me till it feels right, like I'm on top of the world. It's like a vivid dream, cause I know it's a windy road, but you know what, I never trade it in. And oh, you're like my saving grace, ready to take the fall, even after the mistakes are made. And I don't have to change my ways, let that music play. You catch me right before I fall, and I will be the lucky one, even when it's said and done. No, I have to say, you're my saving grace, you're my saving grace. See, we could rewrite the rules, do more than what we're told. My only thought in the world is watching this get old, and I'm just gonna grab love by the reins until they break away. So while I'm undecided, there's no way I can remain silent. And oh, you're like my saving grace, ready to take the fall, even after the mistakes are made. And I don't have to change my ways, let that music play. You catch me right before I fall, I would be the lucky one, even when it's said and done. No, I have to say, you're my saving grace, you're my saving grace.
Welcome to PDX Spotlight. I'm your host, Natasha Haynes, and tonight we are here with the live EDM act, Acoustic Minds.
Hey, thanks for having us.
So let's talk about this band structure. We've got the perfect amount of yin and yang going on right now.
Like
two
that.
women, two men.
Yeah.
You guys are sisters, twins at that. You guys have like telepathic powers.
We were just talking about this actually today. We have telepathic musical harmony powers. So when I'm thinking of something, I'll all of a sudden sing it and she'll be like, wow, I just was singing that. Or when we're on stage and like vamping, we're able to follow each other and go to another planet. Yeah, Mars.
The answer is yes. I'm going to speak for them. It's yes.
You guys pick up on it then?
Yeah, it's unique. It's a unique situation, these two right here, but it is very true. And we become numb to it after a while, but it is very much present. It's there.
So now are you guys a part of it?
Absolutely, yeah.
They're twins too, you can't tell?
Okay.
Yeah,
Identical. Come on.
Yeah, we're brothers from the same mother. No, we're not, but we act like it. And I think that they rub off on us in a sense. It just started happening recently, and our haircut's kind of the same too, but there's been like a few comments online, like posts being like, is that two sets of twins right there? I was like, you know what, maybe we should just play into that and just go for it. But no, we're not brothers. Not even a little bit.
But they're best friends.
We are.
Aww. So how did you guys meet?
We met back in 2010, the summer. We had kind of gone through a band breakup and restructuring and just kind of figuring out where the heck we were in our lives, and thought to ourselves, hey, let's give it a shot and do what we really have wanted to do our whole lives, which is electronic music, and set out an audition, and we're lucky enough to find these fellas through friends, actually. It wasn't even the audition. It was like random friends that were like, hey, I heard you were looking, and this EDM type live soul womp that we're calling it has been kind of evolving for the last 2 years, which is very exciting. We love it.
So what were your music genres before?
Oh.
They were all over the place.
Yeah.
We all, some of us started with gospel music, and then some of us were like experimenting with like folk music and like kind of down-tempo pop music, and then soul, lots of soul between these two for a while
metal.
there. Yeah, Josh goes into
metal.
different.
Yeah, they had kind of have a catalog of songs that they had played with other bands for a while. So when we met, it was kind of like, well, I think you're cool, but I guess we have to make some music. So we kind of played all the old stuff just to get something to go through the shows. And it was really, organic. I was playing the bass, and
we rocked it. We played wineries.
We played wineries.
We played all over the place.
We had people dancing with each other and getting down, and then we were like, we had this major transition, which took a while to switch between the folky and like that kind of music.
We were like AAA contemporary for sure. It was like jazz and R&B and a little bit of rock and moody and ballady,
a
too.
real drummer and
we had a live
guitar.
drummer, acoustic guitar. It was a completely different vibe, a lot more organic. And then I think we wrote a song I think Amanda and I went to a house party, and it was for our friend Laura Ivancy. And our really good friend DJ Minaj was playing, and she just threw the mic at me and was like, sing something. And I was like, oh God, okay. And it was in this huge house party right in the center of it, and I wrote this song, High, and it was like, hey there, you babe, what do you see? I see that you're looking at me. Do you like what you see? You make me high. And the whole house party was just around me, like just vibing, and I have chills just thinking about it. It was just so awesome. I went back to these guys and was like, we have to do something like this, and was singing it to him, and all of a sudden, he pulled out his little drum machine, and Chris Matthews at the time, who was our drummer, started playing to it. Yeah, dropped a little house beat.
This isn't against the rules.
He was like finding all the different distortions in his bass because he was using a lot of different pedals, and it was as if something new had been born, and we were all so excited about it. I just remember us being like, oh my gosh, we can do this. This is rad.
Look in your eyes, you see what's underneath. The beast is exposed, captive cannot be seen. Trapped within his own skin. His flesh, it's breathing for him. Stuck inside the window lies a hollow soul. He's the lost one, walking life alone. Afraid of what others may already know. Delusions they roll when they roll.
Is this a monster? Tell me, do you believe insane or is it sanity? Can he be saved? Can he be saved? You could be a destroyer, an enemy, constantly ignore ya. Security, constantly. Destroyer. The monster is you. Watch out and beware. Don't come any closer. You already know though. The monster is you. Watch out and beware. Don't come any closer. You already know I'll destroy ya. Be destroyer. It's not so simple, take a life. It's not so simple, please do what's right. It's not so simple. He's so vicious, he's a vicious destroyer. An enemy, constantly ignore ya. Security, constantly. Destroyer. The monster is you. Watch out and beware. Don't come any closer. You already know though. The monster is here. Watch out and beware. Don't come any closer. You already know I'll destroy ya. Be destroyer.
And you guys offer a unique aspect to EDM because you're live. So
Right.
can we talk a little bit about that?
Sure.
Originally, when we were playing with guitars and bass and drums and whatnot, there was no option. It was all live, and everything had to happen on the spot. And so when we kind of transferred over and started getting this new sound, we're trying to figure out ways to be able to do both, because we loved the music the DJs were playing, but we're like, well, we're musicians that want to also play live. Like, no disrespect to not playing live, but that's what we wanted. So we kind of changed up our equipment, and you know, Aaron had a good history of electronic stuff and a background that really got us, like, you know, our feet on the ground and going. And you know, I started buying keyboards and computers, and we found a really good groove on where we can produce something in the studio and we can make a song on a computer, and then we'll be able to break it down and spread it out evenly between all of us. And we all give our parts, and inevitably in the dance music there's so many layers and so many different things going on that, you know, we have to have a background track to get that sound. It just doesn't happen from just 4 pieces. You know, there's sometimes, you know, 50 to 100 tracks,
Right.
on, you know, going on at a time to make this sound. So we divvied up as much as we're physically able to do and what sounds best, and you know, moved away from a live drummer because it just didn't give that same pocket that that electronic music has. It was just a challenge to have a drummer do that at the same time and not want to, like, kind of spread it out a little bit. And so yeah, that's how we do it, and we strive to continue to keep it as live as possible because it makes us happy and it's interesting.
It's really cool that the music is created from all of us, and then, you know, we can recreate it live. That's the one thing that I've told these guys from the get that I want to never lose, is that we still have that connection to our instruments. And my instrument is my voice, and their instruments are their voices as well, but also through their bodies, you know, they're able to create so much. And it's really nice to be able to keep that.
How does your writing process work?
A lot of the tracks that have been written over the last year and a half, for me personally, the ones that I've kind of had the hand in writing the lyrics and the melodies, came from a love relationship. And everyone's going to tell you this as an artist, you get the good and the bad with love, and it just opens up this like floodgate of creativity. And I just find myself writing in the middle of the night. I wake up and I have my phone right next to me, and I'm just like speaking lyrics into it, or I'm recording a melody and I'm sending it to Aaron at like 3 in the morning, or I'm like on my ukulele like, can you hear it? Can you hear it? And he's like, well, I can't hear any words. It's 3 in the morning.
Right now?
Yeah. And I'm like, nothing. I'm high on life, man. I love these words. And he's just like, I can't hear any of the words, but okay.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Good night.
So yeah, I'll bring them to him or to Josh, and I'm able to either verbalize by singing the melody or just kind of saying the words. And it'll start with piano. I think that's like how we start, and then it's like creating a beat. Or we'll talk about the theme and kind of see where we're going with words.
Mm-hmm. For the majority of the time, there's like a feeling or a passion that one of us has, you know, Jenny or Amanda, or even like at this point, we all have a song starter moment in our history where we've all started a song. So it is very funny to see. Sometimes we'll just do like random, you know, you'll have a melody and you'll have a feeling and you're just like, I wouldn't notice, da 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 da, you know, and it's lots of like just rambling.
Most of the time Aaron doesn't realize it, but he's already written the words without even knowing what the word is.
There's
Or
like
what
a
it means.
So the
syllable
tone, the tone will be like this round shape of what that word should be, and we'll listen back and we'll go, oh, that's fine. I mean, literally, that's the word
So
fine.
you're just
like, that
mumbling,
just goes there,
and then it just...
Yeah, it'll
sometimes.
start there, and then, I mean, we'll have brainstorming word sessions. Like, we'll sit on the computer and be like figuring out different meanings to the word because we don't want to be repetitive, and we'll look up on the thesaurus, all sorts of like different meanings, so we can, you know, just find something new and creative. And a lot of times it'll be like there'll be a couple of rhyming words, and then I'll help with like the filler in between, or I'll pass it on to Aaron and be like, help. Or Josh or Amanda are really good with these like really good pickup like words that
like
you
they're,
never really
they're
know.
stuck on it, and they're like, wait a minute, and they're saying this word, and all of a sudden Josh and I are like, no, that's this word. You know, like that makes total sense. And
That's what we need.
that's the one, and then it just fits the line together. It's like a puzzle, and you've found that like golden piece, and all of a sudden it just is linked to the rest of the
everyone
song.
really plays the role in the writing process. You know, whether it even starts with one of us, it kind of evolves to all of us because
Right.
we all have an idea.
I think a lot of times it'd be really hard for 4 people to have all that mentality in one room because, you know, egos get involved. But we found a good groove where, like she was saying, we really respect each other. And even though I don't always like what, you know, one of them does or vice versa or whatever, we come to a common ground, and it allows us all to get our hands on it in some form. And it's different every time. Like it's never the same.
The only common ground is we always have Sparks energy drinks, and we always have wasabi almonds.
Yes. Wasabi almonds are
The
crucial.
almonds
Important
save
to
the
our
flipping
to our writing
lives.
process.
Delish.
It goes back to the hanger, because when you're hangry, you're not writing any music.
Out for a walk, feeling lost and in the dark, with no hope and with no spark. It's been out for quite some time. Seems to be everyone is on to me. This was not the plan you said. I think we should take a stand. Say you want a quick and not a big deal. I can handle myself, I don't wanna feel. I've got a freight train headed straight for me. I'm not moving, you can't make me leave. Now you're stuck in quicksand, didn't even have a chance. Reaching out for help, but no one's there to grab you. Is anybody out there? What are we gonna It's not so bad when you can breathe, as long as it's you and me. Say you want a quick and not a big deal. I can handle myself, I don't wanna feel. I've got a freight train headed straight for me. I'm not moving, you can't make me leave. Now you're stuck in quicksand, didn't even have a chance. Reaching out for help, but no one's there to grab you. Is anybody out there? What are we gonna do? Now you're stuck in quicksand, didn't even have a chance. Reaching out for help, but no one's there to grab you. Is anybody out there? What are we gonna do? So I opened up my eyes today. The one thing that I take away, it's not about the moments past, it's about how we react. So change the lights in all the land. The time is now to take a stand, to break away from what we know and make it into something more. Now you're stuck in quicksand, didn't even have a chance. Reaching out for help, but no one's there to grab you. Is anybody out there? What are we gonna do? And what are we gonna do? Now you're stuck in quicksand, didn't even have a chance. Reaching out for help, but no one's there to grab you. Is anybody out there? What are we gonna do? Calm down now, come live your troubles down. It's not so bad when you can breathe, as long as it's you and me.
So Electric Soul was released in 2012.
Right.
And it's 2015.
Right.
So we are ready for an album to come out.
It's in the works. We've been working hard. We've been recording, I think we have like 40 or 50 tracks recorded. It's just now kind of weeding through and deciding what we want to put on the album, but it's coming. We're shooting for, I always say spring, but let's go for summer of 2015. Yeah. We've released a couple bootleg albums. If you've been to a show or two, Oregon Country Fair record, and also New Year's Eve for Inspired Truth when we performed at the Art Museum. So you can get that disc. It's a bootleg disc at any of our live shows, but you have to come to a show to get the disc.
Oh, that's how you get them in.
Yeah.
All right.
Totally.
The surprise perk.
So how can we support you guys?
Well, we have, the online sites. We've got our new website, thanks to Aaron.
Yep, we've got the website. We've got our...
Which is acousticmindsmusic.com.
Yep, and we have other sites as well.
We're on Twitter.
Social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Reverb Nation is a big one for us as well.
Yeah, SoundCloud, Instagram, Day in the Life of Acoustic Minds. Can check out all of our funny little antics while we're on the road. And also we're getting ready to launch a GoFundMe. So we're going to be putting together a mini doc of a series of 6 music videos and trying to release them in a year, and just pulling together funding for a huge campaign of press and just the funds to really, really create something amazing cinematically for all of you guys. And then we have a big summer schedule. We're playing the Rose Festival. We're playing Oregon Country Fair, the Bite of Oregon, a lot of others. Great festivals. So check it out on Acoustic Minds Music. It'll all be right there.
Well, I will definitely be marking my calendars.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So wet.
We live in a world filled with doubt. You can't do that. There's no way out. But there's this ember, it burns from within. like we can only do it once, only do it once. For a split second, we're living in the now.
Don't be afraid to dance around. You at home, shake a shoulder, tap your foot. You can be anything you want to be. Be bold, be daring. Don't let anyone ever tell you different. Burn it up.
Yeah, it's a fire, we're on fire. Circle round. History inspires, we inspire. This is our moment, the time of our lives. Just for this moment, rapid bliss in a blink of an eye. Just you and I, all you have to do is try. Now is the time of your life to live for each day as if it was your last. Let's live like there's no do-overs. Live like there's no do-overs. Let's live like we can only do it once, only do it once. For a split second, we're living in the now. No do-overs. No do-overs. Let's live like we can only do it once, only do it once. For a split second, we're living in the now.
Right here, right now.
For a split second, we're living in the now.
Feels so good to be alive.
For a split second, we live in the now.
And it's not about what people say. It's about loving you and living for each day.
Too many people be questioning why. Let's live like there's no do-overs. Live like there's no do-overs. Live like we can only do it once, only do it once. For a split second, we're living in the now. For a split second, we're living in the now. For this split second, we live in the now. I'm calling out to you, I'm running out of time. It's an emergency, someone pick up the line. Please, please, someone pick up the line. Please, please, someone pick up. I'm calling out 911. I'm calling out 911. I'm calling out 911.